I grew up in Bolivia and I had a wonderful childhood until an adult family member started sexually abusing me. There was a lot of pressure for me to stay silent, but I just couldn't stay silent. I found out that I wasn't alone, that there were tons of girls that were also being sexually abused, and I had to do something. At age 17, I funded the first and only center in Bolivia for children who had been sexually abused. Since 2004, we have been able to provide free legal, social, and psychological services to children.
Soy hermosa, soy dichosa.
We use art therapy, dance therapy, play therapy, music therapy, yoga, meditation. We use different methodologies because we know that every child heals different. We try to find something that makes them happy, makes them dream again, and we use that to help them regain control of their own bodies.
A ver, ¿qué estamos haciendo con nuestros hijos?
Aquí estamos aprendiendo a ser independientes.
We work with the families to prevent re-victimization and to see this child as a very powerful survivor and to have the support that she needs so that she can take her case to court and she can heal.
¿Quién está listo para ir a Montessori?
We work very hard so that every child that comes to our program finishes school.
Wow!
A big problem here in Bolivia is that most women depend economically on men, which makes them more vulnerable to violence. We help these girls to dream of becoming economically independent, open their bank accounts, look for jobs, and we also provide training for them. We do the bakery, we do hair salon. My dreams for women is that we can be seen as equal and can grow up in a place where we don't have to fear when we're walking, we don't have to fear the way that we're going to be treated by society. I believe that to end the violence, we need to give back the voices to girls, especially those who have suffered. And once you put a dream in them, they can start fighting for it until they can accomplish what they want.
I couldn't be silent because throughout this process I found that there were hundreds of other children going through what I was going. And so I started going to universities and telling my story and inviting them to come and walk with me against sexual violence. And I used August 9th because August 9th was the day of my court date and one of the hardest days of my life. I went on TV, I went on the radio, I started talking to people, inviting them to come to the march and to wear a blue ribbon to show that they were against sexual violence, and it was beautiful. And then on August 9th, when people started just coming and appearing with blue ribbons, and there were thousands of people just rallying around saying, "We're against this, you are not alone."
Do you know what it's like to be faced by the strike of someone you love? It's enough to make you lose your mind. So I think it's time I've stayed in my mind, and there is no turning back. You've done the crime, my heart ain't confined, so let us face the facts. I'm walking away from this disaster. You're fading faster, got nothing to say. Baby, I'm stronger, so I will live longer. I'm
beautiful because every department of Bolivia is now having a march against sexual violence, and we are also starting to have them in the very, very remote communities, people just getting together that day to walk. And what's the most beautiful is that this walk is guided by victims of sexual violence, little children survivors of sexual violence who also felt alone and who once in a while look back and see, I'm not alone. There's thousands of people behind me saying that what happened to me is not right, but I'm not alone.
From this disaster, you're feeling faster. Got nothing to say. Baby, I'm stronger, so I will live longer. I'm walking away. I'm walking away. I'm walking away. I'm walking away. So I think it's time. I've stayed in my mind, and there is no turning.